Hey guys, today is Friday, September 6th. So, for all my friends that are watching this that are Jewish, Happy New Year. The other day, Wednesday night, started Rosh Hashanah, which is the New Year. So, particularly, I like the high holidays because it means that fall is starting, and I really like fall. It's my favorite season. And the high holidays come usually in September, sometimes like October, because the Jewish calendar is off from the one that we use. So that's why holidays like Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, which is coming up on the 13th, and Hanukkah and Passover, basically all the Jewish holidays, they don't fall on the same day every year, unlike Christmas and Halloween and, you know, all the regular holidays. But you know what I mean, like, these are regular holidays too, just, anyway, on our regular calendar is what I mean to say. So, I was having a conversation, and I've discovered that a lot of my videos that I make come out of conversations with my friends on Facebook or via text. But I was having a conversation with somebody who was asking me about religion. So, this is going to be a video about religion, and I'm going to try really hard not to say anything that's offensive. However, I'm going to disclaim it right now because what I'm saying is my opinion and my beliefs, and if you don't agree with me, then that's fine. But don't hate on me because of my beliefs, okay? Because that's how problems in the world get started. And we don't need any more of that. We have enough. So these are my opinions and my beliefs, and I just wanted to share them with you guys because it actually was a really eye-opening conversation that I had yesterday regarding this. So I may have mentioned before, if I didn't, I just mentioned it right now, that I'm Jewish and that I celebrate all the Jewish holidays for the most part. But I'm not an overly religious person. And I'm going to tell you something interesting. I grew up in a family that's split religiously, religion-wise. My mom grew up Lutheran and my dad grew up Jewish. And we always celebrated both, well, not always, I guess starting when I was like maybe 3 or 4, we started celebrating Christmas in addition to Hanukkah because they didn't really choose like a religion, just like they kind of did halvesies, I guess. I don't know, but when I was like 3 or 4, we started celebrating Christmas. But it wasn't until I was like 7 or 8 that we started getting Christmas trees. Because my dad just, like, he grew up in a town where everybody was Christian and he was Jewish and he got made fun of really bad. Back then, like now it's fine, but he would get kind of like sad around Christmas, but he put up with it, and then like he kind of got used to it and likes the tradition and stuff. But you know, he's Jewish, so we celebrated Hanukkah and Christmas. And but neither of my parents are very religious people. We didn't go to synagogue regularly. We never went to church, except when we would go stay with my grandma. We would go to church with her. But my parents don't really talk about religion very much, and like, you know, they don't base things on religion ever. So I didn't grow up in a house where where we talk about heaven or hell or God, really. And so the question that was posed to me in the conversation last night was, do you believe in heaven? And I almost said no, because, you know, I grew up in a family like I did, and where my dad says, when you're dead, that's it. Which is probably the most terrifying thing I've ever thought of in my life. But, you know, even though I grew up in a family that wasn't really, like, religion-based, I still can't shake this thought. Like, I'm, like, smiling because I sound crazy to myself to say this, but, like, I can't shake this thought that my grandma and grandpa are in heaven. I don't know what that means. But I can't shake it. Like, as illogical as it seems, given the way I grew up, I can't shake it. I can't get rid of it. And I can't get rid of my belief in God either. I do believe in God. I don't know why, but I do. And I can't help it. So maybe that's because I should believe? I really have no idea. But I also think that I believe in God, like, as a entity. I don't know what I mean by that, but that's what I think. But I also believe that God is, like, in everyone. And I also believe in Santa Claus, and let me tell you why. Because Santa Claus isn't a person. I mean, I know I'm Jewish, but, like, Santa Claus to me, even when I was a kid, isn't a person. He was a person once, you know, St. Nicholas and all that jazz. But to me, he's not a person. To me, he's a way of being. When you're unselfish and you're good and you help other people without payment and all that stuff, that's Santa Claus. Santa Claus lives in us, and I think God is the same way. I think that the way you are as a person, a good person with good morals and doing the right thing, I think that's God too. Not only, also. Just so I'm clear about that. It's not that I think that there's no such thing as God, because I don't think that. And it was really interesting to me last night to think about that, because it was like, why do I believe in that? Why do I believe that? I've been told my whole life by my parents, like, no, there's nobody watching out for us. No, there's nobody, da-da-da-da. But why can't I stop believing then? So, I don't know. I mean, when I think of my grandma and my grandpa, I think of them in heaven, and I think of heaven like here, only not. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's up or what, or if it's on our same plane of existence and we just can't see it. Now, isn't that a weird thought? I kind of think of it as being up, but, like, I don't know for sure. And, but I think of it as, like a community. Because, like, if I know that somebody's passed away, I'll think to myself, to my Grandma, this person just passed away. Could you go and find that person and show them around and stuff like that? And I think of my grandma being like, oh, and, like, going there. Like, she doesn't get in a car and drive, because I think she just kind of, like, appears there. But she has to, like, make a thought to go to that person and then go and, like, do that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I think of. And I'm, like, beyond positive that that's where she is. And my grandpa, too. And, like, people that die. You know, except for people that committed, you know, particularly egregious errors. But I'm not going to get into that. But, yeah, it was a really weird, like, thing. Because I was just thinking to myself, like, what do I believe? I don't know. What do you guys believe? And just so you know, I'm going to put the thing on this video, so I have to approve the comments, just because this is a really touchy subject, even though I'm trying to be really respectful and just tell you what I believe. I'm not, like... That's the other thing. About religion, as long as people are good people, religion doesn't matter to me. I've had friends that are every religion, and I'm cool with that. I love learning about other stuff like that, and I love hearing what people believe and how it impacts their lives and how it helps them to make decisions that they make in everyday life, and I think it's just the most fascinating thing, but I also think that it can hurt really bad. A lot of people, very fast. So I think we need to be careful with it too. So if you go to leave a comment on this video and it doesn't come up right away, that's because I have to approve it, but I always approve comments. I just want to make sure there's no, like, really horrendous things being said. Yeah, so I don't know. Have you guys ever had anything like that where you suddenly realized that what you believed made no sense to you, but you still believed it anyway? Or, like, where you thought you believed one thing until someone asked you, and then you were all of a sudden like, no, that's actually not what I believe. I believe this instead. And it was kind of like an eye-opening moment for you. That would be interesting for me to hear from you if that's ever happened. You can leave a comment, make a video response, talk to me on Facebook, or on my blog, which I just, like, did an overhaul on, so it looks different now. Same layout, just different fonts and stuff like that, so it's kind of fun. But I'll link the blog below in case you want to read it, and I've been blogging a little more lately than usual, or than before, and so yeah, I'm just interested to hear your guys' thoughts on your beliefs and that kind of stuff, if you've ever had kind of a eureka moment with it. So anyway, I hope you guys are gonna have a great weekend, and I may make a video for you again soon, because I do have something else to talk about that's also good but not related to this. So yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.